a week ago, we probably saw arguably one of the worst halftime performance shows. Or was it?
Kendrick Lamar came out. Word to my mother, crowd was making no noise. One thing I will say though, although the vibes was not good, crowd was not good. I don't even think like, bro, they was just not fucking with the performance. Like up until they not like us. The symbolism behind that performance was top tier. Mustard! Oh. Mustard!
Yes.
Somebody gotta do it.
Yes, get Mustard out there. Game over. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. That may have been the most simple halftime show I've ever seen. Not that it was great, it was good. But for some reason, oh my God, that was impactful as shit.
Now, if you somehow didn't see, Kendrick Lamar performed at the Super Bowl. Let's just say the feedback on it wasn't the greatest. People like Kai Cenat even said that they were adding crowd noises to make it seem more appealing or live, I guess.
Okay, oh my God, they add sound effects to the NFL shit. Oh my fucking God. All right. So right here, there was no sound. I just heard crowd sounds. All my life right here, there was no sounds. Fuck, they add crowd effects? I did not know that.
Other people are saying that they didn't even know half the songs that Kendrick even performed. However, if you're a Kendrick fan like me, I was turning up at the halftime show. If anything, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a beautiful performance. From the freestyles that we got at the beginning to even SZA coming out. However, that's not what I want to talk about in this video. I'm not going to be sitting here and convincing you why the performance was good. Honestly, if anything, I understand why a lot of people didn't enjoy it. Obviously, Kendrick dropped that album, GNX, specifically for the Super Bowl. And it's not like he had enough times to perform all of Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly. He made GNX specifically for this moment. But why? And that's what we're going to be discussing in this video. So to start this video off, it was actually supposed to be Lil Wayne who was performing. However, that was replaced and Kendrick Lamar took the spot. Now, a lot of people thought that Kendrick was gonna go and make this whole performance based around Drake. That everything is gonna be directed at Drake and the same thing he did at the Grammys where he wore a Canadian tuxedo. Now, yes, the Super Bowl performance was a message, but it wasn't a message to Drake. It was to America. Now, where am I getting this from? Well, we're gonna go and break it down. However, first things first, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, and head over to my podcast channel. All the links will be in the description. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is actually Kendrick's whole drip. So Kendrick came out actually in women's jeans. And I actually don't know the full reason, but I believe it had something to do with certain restrictions that he had. Apparently, there was a lot of clothes that he wanted to wear, but he couldn't due to the restrictions. Another thing I want to clear up is the lowercase a chain that he's wearing. This is not for A minor. It's actually for PG Lang. With all that out the way, let's get started. The first thing I want to bring up is the freestyle he said at the beginning. So Kendrick drops all that. The best part about it is right after. Kendrick says, "The revolution about to be televised, you picked the right time, but the wrong guy." I believe what Kendrick is trying to say with this is that the revolution, or I guess the culture, the industry, something like that, whatever revolution he's talking about, this is the right time to do it, but they have the wrong person to lead it. And I'm guessing he's talking about the President Trump. So now let's get into the actual performance aspect. First off, this stage has controller symbols, like PlayStation controller symbols on each corner, further proving that this American thing is almost just a whole game. So even where the dancers started performing actually has symbolism. They started playing on the square, which is referencing the start of the game. If you look at the stairs, you can see a group of African-American individuals, and they're dancing to disco music, which actually has a lot of roots in African-American history. Now, a lot of people didn't even pay attention to this, but watch what follows after. Samuel L. Jackson, or Uncle Sam, comes in and says that they're being too loud, too ghetto, and too reckless. And these are all words that were used to degrade the African-American community for years. He then tells Kendrick Lamar to tighten up. So then the Humble song starts playing, and this is where another piece of symbolism is found. The fact that Kendrick is in the middle between the two sides is actually symbolism for the divide that is in America. That's also why some people are actually covering their whole faces and some are not. Now, during that actual performance, while Kendrick is saying sit down and be humble, everyone starts marching down the stairs in formation, which could also be symbolism for America oppressing the peoples, telling them essentially be humble and stay in formation. Now, the whole reason why I say that this is the beginning of the game is actually because it actually says stage 1 during this part. Now, to further push this idea of America's divide, we see Kendrick running between two groups of people, and some are walking in line and the others are just jumping around. And then in the audience, we see this message, warning, wrong way. So then after all this, Kendrick and SZA perform their songs, Luther and All the Stars. And then Uncle Sam comes in saying,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what America wants. Nice and calm. You're almost there. Don't mess this.
So then after this, we see more of Kendrick's homeboys on the lamppost, and they're just sitting there vibing to some music. So then Uncle Sam comes back and they all run away. He says,
The old culture cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct 1 life.
now a lot of people believe this is because the African American community holds an immense amount of influence, whether that's in fashion or whether that's in music. And then Uncle Sam goes on to say, deduct 1 life. So then let's fast forward to where Kendrick starts to perform Not Like Us. He says, 40 acres and a mule, this is bigger than the music. So this was actually what was promised to the African American peoples during slavery. And this was just another broken promise. So then Kendrick comes back and says, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. This is probably hinting at America's attempts to subdue and suppress the African American influence. And that's the end of it. Everybody, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which details that you caught on and which ones you missed out on. And also let me know which ones I've missed. Another thing, let me know what you guys think about this whole lighting. I know usually I have a light that's shining on me, but I kind of wanted to try this out just to keep the video more calm. Without further ado, make sure you guys go check out my other videos, subscribe to my podcast, and may God be with you all.